If you're a liar and a cheater, don't expect to be respected, okay? If you're constantly twisting the truth and constantly telling lies and deceiving people and manipulating people, guess what? People aren't going to ever respect you. I don't care what you do. You'll never be respected by anyone, okay? Anyone that gets to know you will stop respecting you as soon as they realize that's not an honest, sincere person, okay? And so you want, especially in your family, be known as a person, this is another word for this, as you have integrity. Integrity doesn't mean perfection in your life. It means that you're seeking perfection. You're honest about where you are. You're honest about your weaknesses, honest about your failures, as we'll talk about in a moment, and you're sincere in the way that you're going after God, going after life. And so you need to, especially in your family, that's where it starts, to be honest and sincere there. Number two, second thing, you need to do what you promise. That's another aspect of integrity, that if you promise something, you do it. Why? Because you earn respect by doing what you promise. Okay. Husbands, if you promise your wife something, do it. Wives, if you promise your husband something, do it. Kids, if you promise your parents something, do it. I'm going to make up my bed. Make it up, okay? Parents, if you promise your kids something, do it. Now, there are going to be times in life that you'll not be able to fulfill every promise. If you know that you've made a promise you can't fulfill, at least tell them about it. At least go to them and say, hey, honey, I made this promise to you, but this has changed, and can we make an adjustment to it? I realize at the time things were different than they are now. And so you have conversations, but make sure you do what you promise. Why? Because that builds respect. Okay. Number three, admit your mistakes and failures. When you mess up, say so. Okay. Don't wait for somebody to have to tell you that you've messed up. No, just be honest about the fact, I blew it. The hardest words that most people have in their vocabulary, and some do not even have it in their vocabulary, are the words, please forgive me, I'm sorry, I was wrong. They have no way of saying that. In fact, for some of you here, you haven't said that in 3 decades. Okay. Does that mean you've been perfect for 3 decades? No, it says you're too proud to admit when you make a mistake. And if you're too proud to admit when you make a mistake, then you're living in an unreal world, because the real world, everybody makes mistakes. And so when you make a mistake, you own up to it. And what does that do? That earns you the respect of other people. It doesn't diminish your respect. It actually earns respect when you say, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me. Some of the most powerful words you can ever say.